Our first headline is one I'm really excited about because I think it shows a little bit of progress from the world of sports, which I work in. The Indiana Pacers announced this week that they have hired the first assistant general manager that's a woman in NBA history. Why are you laughing?
Why did you say they hired the first assistant general manager that's a woman?
Well, there's been lots of
Why not
assistant
the first female assistant general manager?
I don't like the word female. Yeah, the first woman assistant general manager, Kelly Crosskopf.
Yeah, this is exciting for everyone. This shattered the glass ceiling. And I'll tell you what, now that we have the first female assistant general manager, which no one ever thought would happen, in the patriarchy before it toppled with Nanette. Everyone thought there would never be a
it's like
never be a female.
It's the fourth jab at Nanette.
The first female assistant general manager,
by the way.
But now that the glass ceiling has been shattered, are we one step closer to a dog playing in the NBA?
Touchdown, Air Bud.
Listen, this is we didn't mean to talk about Air Bud 2 weeks in a row, but the NBA is the most widely accepting league. You're not going to find an assistant general manager that's a female in the NFL or in the NHL or in the WNBA. But you are going to find one in the NBA, and I think that's where you're going to find your first dog.
Well, she did actually lead the
touchdown
Fever,
Air Bud
Fever to 3 WNBA Finals appearances and WNBA championship.
When you say she, do you mean like Air Bud was a girl?
No, Kelly Crosskopf did.
Kelly Crosskopf.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm still just like trying to
Listen,
find.
I'm excited about this.
I'm trying to find the connection though between, Kelly getting this promotion and the dog.
It's not about the promotion; it's the glass ceiling being gone. That was all that was keeping dogs out of the NBA. Then now that Kelly Crosskopf is through, we're obviously one step closer to a golden retriever being out there. You know what I mean? And how much? Let me ask you this: once we do get dogs in the NBA, will they make less money than male players?
I think so for a while. Like that's something that you have to work up over time.
In the world of dogs, females are more valuable. And people, I'm a feminist in that I think that men and women are equal, and I do believe there are rules set up to hurt women in the workplace. And I'm glad that Kelly Kapowski broke the glass ceiling and became the first female assistant GM in the world.
Do you think this is sort of like almost like a wave, like a blue wave, that the women are bringing these rights and then the dogs are going to follow? It's going to be like a wave of dogs. You see dogs in other sports and other lines of work?
I think you got to get the women in there first to make room for the dogs. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to be a dog-friendly locker room until you get women in there. But I just hope they make the same. And if not, you know what I mean? Like if a woman makes 70% of what a man makes, I think a dog should get 65%. Maybe, you know what? How about this, Erica? Let me ask you this personally. If a woman makes 70% of what a man makes, if a dog made 70% of what a woman makes, would women stop complaining about the wage gap? Do you know what I mean?
So.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's
just feel better by
I think
comparison.
it's common knowledge. Yeah.
Touchdown.
You're like, at least I'm not a dog. You know what I mean? Because dogs, they don't even know what the hell's going on.
Touchdown.
Listen, you throw a dog out there, they have no clue what's happening.
I mean, let's be honest. Like, how would you even pay a dog? They wouldn't know what to do with that. Keep the money for yourself. Give them some biscuits.
No, but I bet Kelly Kapowski will know exactly what to do now that she's broken the glass ceiling and opened it up for dogs.
All right, we wrap up this holiday edition of
favorite story of the week, maybe favorite story of the year. I don't remember what we talked
about.
Of
headlines from England this week, St. Ives, England, where a man hired to be Santa freaked out a little bit when smoke machines from a separate event being held one floor below where he was, having kids on his lap, caused a fire alarm to go off. And the man hired to be Santa immediately ripped off his hat and yelled at all the kids in attendance to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get out of the building. There's smoke.
Yeah.
There's fire.
He tore off his hat and his beard as soon as he smelled smoke. His hat and his beard, and screamed, "Get the fuck out," as he ran. which to me is the best way to evacuate kids from a fire. And people were like trying to defend him afterwards, being like, he was trying to do a good thing, and it's like, but why? Why did he throw the F-bomb in there? And why did he have to take off his face? He could have been like, ho, 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 kids, get in the line and follow me outdoors. No, it was get the fuck out. Like, clearly Santa's been through something. And this is not his first fire.
yeah,
and he's lost some people.
Exactly.
Santa's lost some friends.
Act a little cooler. Act a little cooler, Santa.
Yeah. I love this. And I think that, living in California, like we're lucky enough to do, we've just had to deal with the biggest forest fire, the biggest fire in state history. That's over 200 years at least. The biggest fire we've ever had. And I'm just wondering, like, is it that Smokey the Bear's just not getting it done? Is it that people don't respect Smokey? You see a picture of Smokey saying, only you can prevent forest fires. What if it was just a picture of Santa Claus tearing off his own face, and the caption just said, get the fuck out? Like, I honestly believe that if we started doing that, if we replaced Smokey with the Santa Claus saying, get the fuck out, tearing off his own face, there'd never be another fire again. Even if people would freeze to death because they wouldn't be able to make fire. They'd be so afraid of Santa and his displeasure. You think someone's going to throw a cigarette in the forest or like not douse their campfire in water after seeing that?
I mean, you got to think of to who is the audience here. A lot of it's basically kids. You're trying to convince kids, teens, about forest fires, fire safety. Do my kids even know Smokey the Bear at this point? I don't think he's really making an impact on the younger generation. But one person that they do know is Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, for sure.
And they fear him. They respect him. And if they heard him yell, get the fuck out, they're going to get the fuck out.
Yeah, especially if he's tearing his face off as he says it. Like, I mean, there's no explanation for that other than you care about this kid's safety so much that you want to be on brand.
Any concern about, this is an all-year campaign, like kind of diminishing the Santa brand, almost making him a fearsome character, throughout the year instead of someone special that comes out just at Christmas.
Santa gives presents once a year, but the other 365 days of the year, the other 364 days of the year, he can be telling us about fire safety. And fire safety starts with, I mean, we all know the drill. If you ever catch fire, what do you do, Erica? You get the fuck out. You get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out! That's how I imagine him doing it.
You can
do it with an accent.
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! It's just like he just freaks out and starts screaming and running around. That would be the worst.
Yeah, it would be bad. I mean, would you rather die in a fire or watch Santa Claus tear his face off and tell you to get the fuck out?
Just imagine, like, meh, meh, get the fuck out!
Just imagine. What do you mean? What was the noise you made before? Did Santa Claus sit on a cat?
I think there was a fire alarm. Is that what you were?
Yeah, that was supposed to be a fire alarm.
God, it's like working with Rich Little. He can do anything.